Hey up guys, it's Fish here and welcome back to my glorious Bannerman 2, a new map. So yeah, Creative Assembly have just released a new map for Total War Arena, and it's a map which I've actually been playing quite a bit and actually really enjoying it. So in this video I'm going to kind of go through the map and then we're going to watch some gameplay. The gameplay isn't the best in the world, but I had to record it quickly because I need to go out later. So yeah, hopefully it's still enjoyable to watch. So on your screen right now you can see the map overview. It's kind of made up of two sides. Each side has like a fort. One is a Roman fort and one is a barbarian fort, and these forts actually have their own walls and their own static defenses, which is kind of cool. Well, not static defenses, but as in like positions where you can place your archers, you can place your own catapults and kind of stick them on the walls, which is really awesome, as you can actually do that. So if you are like fighting in the middle and your army has to fall back, or your team has to fall back, you can actually go ahead and garrison these walls and kind of hide within them, which is a really nice feature I like, and it's kind of pushing towards, you know, siege battles in Arena, slowly getting there. And obviously it's a long way away, but you know, there's some features popping up. So as well as that, like another key feature of this map is the size of it. It really is massive. Which is something I like, and when people start getting used to the map, it will make it a lot more enjoyable. You see in the gameplay footage that the enemy capture our flag pretty quickly because our army is so spread out, so they just kind of run through one point. And even though I'm shouting to my team to fall back, to go ahead and stop this push by the enemy, they kind of don't. They're already engaged elsewhere. So it's going to take a while, I think, for people to kind of get the hang of the size of a map, but when they do, it's going to be awesome because it opens up so many paths and so many ledges which you can abuse. Well, not abuse, but you can go ahead and take advantage of and hurt the enemy. You know, you get your archers up on a hill, stick them on a ledge, shooting down on the enemy. You get your infantry hidden in the woods to ambush enemy troops. Like, there's so many possibilities in this map, which is just something I really love. So yeah, we'll go ahead and jump into gameplay footage now, and yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying. Okay, so we're currently loading into the game. There's some awesome artwork in the background, which is something I really like. And yeah, so we're going to jump into the game. I think I'm currently doing something on my other monitor right now because this footage isn't recorded live. So I kind of recorded this because I was kind of playing with cavalry and getting used to the map. So I thought it'd be best if I just go ahead and, add in the commentary afterwards. So you can see the map. There's two defenses. You see the Roman one on the left, which is the team I'm playing as the Roman fort, and the barbarian one on the right. The Roman one is nice and square and stuff, and that's pretty awesome. And as well as that, you see on the left hand side, the Romans are kind of pushed up, and I feel on the right hand side for the barbarians, if you're on the barbarian side, the barbarians are kind of pushed up, which is nice. It's kind of like each side has an advantage already, so you can either choose to push your advantage on your side, or you can go ahead and try and push your weaker side with more troops or something. And each one of these sides also has a watchtower, which we'll go ahead and look at, which kind of illuminates the area around you. And as well as that, there are also quite a few watchtowers on the actual hills around the map. So yeah, you can see the Roman fort. It looks awesome. You can actually garrison all of these walls, and that's our flag point. So the flag point isn't fully up, like fully elevated on the furthest wall, which you can see, but you know, it's still like in a defensible position. So if you wanted to, you could go ahead and just blockade these like walls or these gaps in your walls and kind of garrison them. It'd be interesting in like maybe a later model of this map if they add in gates and stuff like that, which you can actually go ahead and defend, and maybe you have to go ahead and try and attack a gatehouse or something. So you went ahead and just saw that there is a flag point over there, which we just went past. And here's the barbarian equivalent just there. We're going to go up, and there's like big hills and stuff. Like, you can see the size of this map was just absolutely massive, which is cool. And there's loads of dense forest everywhere, like on either side. I think the barbarian side actually does have more forest though, which is interesting. And the nice thing about this map is that the combat just kind of kicks off on the flanks straight away, because the flanks are kind of so close together. So, or at least on that right flank, but like the starting positions are pretty close, so it means that like there's action straight away, which is awesome. And you can see me just kind of messing around, moving up my cavalry a little bit. I'm not kind of too sure where to put them. Like, I'm kind of waiting for the action to kick off. And you see this guy actually runs his horse archers into like an entire enemy force, so he has to get the hell out of there. But that's again something which is really cool. You have to be cautious every time you move into a forest. You kind of have to be very careful. And there's also many fields around which you can also hide in. So yeah, you see the enemy force. I take this watchtower, and you kind of see this big bulk of enemy troops, and we kind of don't really have anything around, so that's just going to really steamroll through us. Like, it'd be nice if this guy moved his troops down to stop them, But no one really does, so they just kind of chill. You can see I'm pinging it. I'm like, guys, come on. There's a big group of like tier 9s moving up. Oh yeah, and the forces I'm using, if anyone's interested, is I'm using tier 8 cavalry and legionary cav as my general. I kind of like having legionary cav as my general just because he has so much armor, so it means it's a lot harder for him to die, and he kind of just seems to stick around. So there's already engagements, and you see the enemy archers shooting over that hill down onto the fight underneath, which is something this map actually excels in, like the amount of ridges you can kind of take advantage of and aid your troops in a fight somewhere else. You don't really get to see it too much in this bit, but that middle bit, which you could just see then, is completely open, so there's no trees. It's kind of just like a mini like hill. Well, it's not really a hill, there's a mini decline in terrain, and then there's just like a nice flat bit. So if you're missing and you don't want to fight in the trees, you know, you can go over to this flank. You can go ahead and just go run straight to the middle. So you know, it kind of doesn't mean that light infantry is the best. Heavy infantry can still excel on this map very much, because the right flank as well, there's hardly any trees. There's a lot of positions which you can use and take advantage of in this map, which, you know, so every unit is still just as valuable. Just because this map has a few trees, or a lot of trees, doesn't mean it's OP. And yeah, again, you can see the enemy forces just making their way through. No one's really stopping them. Even this cav just doesn't stop. I don't know what this cav does. And we actually get a really nice charge off. You see all the numbers pop up. We pop our charge and we just smash into the enemy there. Unfortunately, we get anviled in, so we have to kind of stick around in there. We didn't actually get the time to pop oath as well. Yeah, we get smashed by the enemy, and they pop anvil, and we're kind of stuck there. So yeah, you can see the enemy are already in our base. No one's come back to stop, and I just attempt to try and stop this a little bit. I smash into the side of this unit. I should have been moving my other unit through to stop them capping, but I didn't think they had that much in there. But you can see the cap is going up so quickly, and we just have nothing back. I think a lot of people are obviously very new to this map, so they don't know too much, but like, I gave my team every opportunity to stop this. I was pinging, I had vision of them the entire time, and they just didn't seem to help. But like, imagine if we did get some troops back, we could hold these choke points with some pikemen maybe. You know, it wouldn't have been hard to hold back this push by the enemy. I managed to stop the cap a little bit, but no one's coming back to help us. Our numbers, we are obviously outnumbered, but still, people could make their way back and stop, and you can just see I'm getting somewhat slaughtered now, so they're just going to go ahead and capture me, and that's pretty much it. So yeah, you see the center there, it's nice and open. The enemy fort is looking cool, the barbarian fort is looking very nice as well. And there's just, yeah, as I said, you can garrison all these ridges as well. You can see that's where the enemy archers were. And this is going to be a really nice map for cavalry as well. I'm not sure if I mentioned that, but like, using cavalry when there's just so many places I can go. There's so many places I can outflank the enemy. You can see this nice little defensive position on the barbarians. And yeah, so that was Germania. It's a really awesome map. I'm having a lot of fun playing it. I hope I actually get it more than I have been in games, because it's just very refreshing and very new. And you know, it adds in so many more elements than the other maps. So yeah, let me know in the comments down below what you guys thought of the map, if you've played it yet, if you haven't played it yet, and also if you want to go ahead and sign up to the Total War Arena Alpha, then I'll go ahead and leave a link down below which you guys can do that. So yeah, I should also be uploading a new cavalry guide, well, not a cavalry guide, but cavalry gameplay, and also let me know in the comments down below what units you want me to play, because I pretty much have unlocked the majority of the infantry, and the majority of the cavalry. So if you want to see high tier infantry, let me know. If you want to see high tier cavalry, let me know. Yeah, and I'll see you guys next time, and fish out.